Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch safety creep. Well, hey, 80. Safety's creeping.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Wide, get wide. Kill.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
97's the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Motion. '97's the mic. 97's the mic. Now watch run. Watch run. Check 99. Check 99. And 80.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Right there.
Red 80.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check mine.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Red 80.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Darnold. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Kill.
No 80.
Hey, turn it up.
Darnold from the gun. It's complete to Fuller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. It's Coleman here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Alert 3.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Shifts by him at the 25. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 6. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Steelers 7.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Balaj. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Balaj. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, D.
Hey!
555. Watch the screen.
5. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Go. Yep. Hey, Haywood.
We want this.
Now Balaj. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Mike's 50. Watch the slack.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Set. 18 Gator. You draw Porker.
Out, 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 out. Good dance, good dance. Come.
Here's a run with Balaj. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 5-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them.
From his own goal line, Darnold going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Watch twins. Watch twins. Lady, back, back, back.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
Steelers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, 55 to Mike. Strip the ball.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it with Balaj. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Showing up. Lady, 36.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Son. 55, Mike 55. Push him back. Push him back.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Check. Man, 80. Bang.
General West.
49, check 49.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're running it. Young lady.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Crunch time, defense.
Off of play action, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Go. Hey, go.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Watch the 80 weapon.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Ladies.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Rabbit.
Hey, Delta.
97's the mic.
Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Drop deep, drop deep. Rush in. Switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Try to do better. Come on,
A first down throw, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, he's got Fuller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike, it's that. Right there in the middle. 55. It's that.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. It finds his target, Fuller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. The quick slant caught. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. Switch it. Shoot.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Go. Hey, Alpha.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Ready to break.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Lucky.
No, look at me. Zipper. Get it.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A give running right, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 15 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
first down, Darnold. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Lady, here we go.
Hey, look.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Zoo.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and he connects with Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Darnold now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. Being chased out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 97's the mic, 97's the mic. Red 80. 97's the mic.
Darnold now to throw. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they